There's no such thing as failure. In life, you are bound to go through some ups and downs. A strong individual is someone who manages to pull through anything and everything. In order to win in life, you must understand that there is no such thing as failure. Don't be afraid of rejection. The idea of failure is different for everyone. For some people, the idea is quite daunting, while for others, it's just downright depressing and discouraging. Failure comes in different forms and means. But ultimately, it simply means that you lack of certain skills to succeed at that moment. But luckily, you have the power to learn new skills and strive for mastery. Rejection can be a huge blow if you're not prepared for it. You must always be prepared for rejection because it will come your way at some point in life. Don't be afraid of it and don't refuse to accept that it has come your way. Instead, accept it and polish yourself to be better. If you've been rejected by anyone or in any level, ask yourself why it went wrong. Instead of being afraid of the idea, embrace it and use it as a lesson to make new adjustments. Everyone develops a fear of failure as they grow older. As an infant, you learned how to walk through failure. You tried to get up, but you fell down. But did you stop trying altogether? No. You went through a whole process of trial and error to learn how to walk perfectly. The same principle applies to your adult life. Sometimes, rejection hurts your self-esteem. But if you think of it as feedback rather than failure, wouldn't things be much better? Treat your rejection as feedback and find ways to enhance yourself. Most importantly, don't let the fear of rejection stop you from trying at all. At least, give something 1, 2 or more attempts. With the right amount of dedication, you will be able to achieve whatever you want. 2. Failures are stepping stones for success. It's quite a paradox that you have to fail in order to succeed. Yet, it makes a lot of sense. If you fail at something, that doesn't make you a failure. It is a signal that simply tells your current approach does not produce the result that you want. By understanding this concept, instead of throwing in the towel, all you need to do is to make new adjustments and try again until you succeed. A world-renowned example is of Thomas Edison performing about 10,000 experiments to come up with the perfect model for a light bulb. What kept him going on after his first or 100th try failed? The determination to succeed. He didn't treat the futile experiments as failures. Instead, he treated them as 10,000 new things that he had learned. There are many examples from history which show that failure is essential in the journey to success. You can't really expect to learn something if your path is obstacle-free, can you? But when you fail, you see your mistakes and that gives you a chance to refine yourself. This is why all successful people are so refined in their ways and choices. They've learned from failures in life. Michael Jordan, the famous basketball star, admits that he's only successful because he failed over and over again. You might think that failure would only break your hopes and dim the light along the way. Yet, this isn't entirely true. It just depends on your own beliefs and perspective. 3. As long as you learn from the experience, it's a success. Failure is an amazing experience in its own way. When you fail, you learn new things about yourself. You learn a new way to cope with something and you discover your capabilities that never surfaced before. Just like that, you also learn new things about the task at hand. Learn to strive for progress and not for perfection. Understand that nothing can be perfect, and there will always be room for progress. One key belief that you should implement is this: as long as I learn from my failures, then I have succeeded. With this little hack, you can never fail. You only fail if you give up. As long as you keep trying, you're not failing. If your own failures seem overwhelming, then learn from the experience of successful people. They have a habit of never giving up. Instead of gloating over their failures, they use them to their advantage and pave their way to success. They've all taught us that it's okay to fall and that there's no shame in that. Make this fall your strength and get up with more determination and a force that is unbeatable. Always remember, your failure isn't a stop sign. It might be a sign for you to change your direction or be more focused on the one you are already heading to. But in other way is it a stop sign? If you stop, that's when you fail. As long as you keep going on and becoming better, you're succeeding. Never let others force you into believing that you are a failure. It's your journey and you know how far you have come. You just need to learn from every experience and it'll soon lead you to success. Everyone faces setbacks in life. But it's people who experiment and persist that become successful later in life. You might have failed multiple times to keep your blog or website running. If you learn from each failure and rectify every mistake you made, you'll have your passion fulfilled in no time. It's only you who determines that you have failed. Not your circumstances, neither the people around you. Not everyone gets to play easy in life. Hurdles are bound to come your way. But remember what Tony Robbins says, there's no such thing as failure. There are only results.